Okay. Hello. Okay. Quick. That to the side. Okay, so quick overview. I'll do a quick overview of the project again, like for anyone who's tuning in for the first time. Then I'll do a quick recap on what I did between the last stream and the current one, and then what I'm about to do on the stream. So the FractionToken, it's a DeFi experiment. The token has no real life use case. That's important about that. The total supply is just one. That's why you can ever only own a fraction of the token. It's a pure super token, a pure superfluid super token, so you can stream it on a per second basis. And it's also an connext X ERC20 token, so you can bridge it between chains. It's the first one that's both. So it's the first Super X token, and the token currently is available on GnosisChain, Polygon, Optimism, Arbitrum, BNBChain, and Avalanche, with 2 more networks in the making in there. If you want to get a fraction, you can either buy it on a DEX. I'll recommend using Jumper Exchange because that lets you jump from any chain and any token you might have to the fraction token on one of these networks. And if you don't want to do that, you can also use the streaming faucet, where you make a 0 transaction to the faucet, and that opens up a superfluid stream of 0.0001 fraction per second into your account. Although, to note, the gas fees are way more expensive than what you would get in your lifetime in fraction. So only use that if you just want to play around with streams in there. Here's the playground. So here's the ownage. So the majority of the token has been put into liquidity pools already. You can see here how it splits up, or how much got placed. And the whale, the deployment account, currently holds 11.47% of the token in there. 8% have been reserved for the scavenger hunt, and about 2% have been spent on MISC stuff like the superfluid sentinels or bridging fees, the stream buffer, and so on, or like filling up the faucets in there. So it's kind of small amount in there. These are the relevant transactions. I'll skip that part now. Here there's an overview of where the token got listed already and who's collaborating with the token so far. There are NFTs for sale to allocate liquidity. So if one of these NFTs, like the logo resembles of 25 elements, and each one of these elements is up for sale. And if one of these NFTs got sold, then that triggers a snapshot DAO proposal where everyone who owns a fraction of the token can vote on which network and which DEX to provide liquidity on. These NFTs right now are all on OpenSea right now, and they were also minted via the OpenSea factory, and that will change in the future, but more on that at a later point. Here's the roadmap. So right now, the main majority is to get the new website done, and everything else will come later on. And yeah, here's the DAO. The main reason for the token itself is just build it for fun and to learn a lot of stuff along the way. Yeah. If you want to keep up to date with the token, there are like a lot of social media profiles currently available. I would recommend either Twitter or Lens, or if you just want to stay up to date with the major announcements, follow it, subscribe to it on Mira XYZ. But you do find a full overview of all the link on link 3. So there's also a full overview. Post also link here in the chat. So that's good in there. All right. So and since last time, I fulfilled the last snapshot DAO. So previously there were 2 accounts that the project owned that held Fraction. That was the treasury and the whale account. The whale account is the deployment account, and the treasury account is like a separate account in there. And the reason for that was to still be flexible, but to prevent early off sales when the project started almost 3 years ago. The whale account, we set up a superfluid stream from the whale account to the treasury account over 2 years. And the whale account held 25% of the token. So these 25% got streamed over 2 years into that treasury account. And that stream ended after 2 years. So here you can see that the amount got streamed. That's the value from the deployment account to the treasury. It's now marketing because that's the proposal that ended on the 29th, was to move the liquidity, to move the fraction token in the treasury accounts on all networks back to the whale accounts, and then repurpose the treasury as a marketing account. And oops. Oh. Okay. So, and the whole thing was successful. So I moved all of them, and if you want to make sure that that actually happened, there's the proofs Mira address, and here's the Mira article, and there you can see that the snapshot proposal 11 is closed because the transactions are all happened in here, and here are the all the proofs on chain that really took place. So that's the thing that happened in there. So that's back to the marketing, and that also meant that here I didn't need the treasury anymore. So I removed the treasury in here. I'm also saving quite a lot of double requests on that caused some problems occasionally. Yeah. So what I need to do now is, on the one hand, because that last one flipped away, I do have one small UI error here that I need to fix, and I will also move here the MISC part inside, so that this here will get a different layout, so that we have the whale on the side, then the scavenger hunt and the MISC on top, and then the liquidity pools on the side in there. So that's going to happen today. And I will also disable that section for now. I've also been thinking about a new approach for the social icons in here, because there are quite a lot, and most of them, like, or at least half of them, have just been set up to like Blue Sky or Threads or Instagram, just to secure the name that it can't get squatted in there. And the idea is to move them into a separate container. So you will only see the major ones in here, but if you hover one of them, if you go into that area, then it also reveals the other ones as well. So the normal ones, the active ones, are always visible. The other ones only if you want to interact with one of these. That's the idea I have in there. And the other thing is there's a API endpoint here called Circulating, which reveals the circulating supply in there. And previously, the circulating amount was only what has been bridged, what wasn't in the whale or in the treasury on GnosisChain in there. And I do want to change that because this number is not 100% accurate anymore. So I think I'll go with the API endpoint at the start, because that's the most boring one. And I wonder if I nope. That's better. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'll close that. And then I'll grab the read array from cache, because I also already, because basically the only thing I really need is I subtract that number because that's what the project itself holds, minus these. So actually that's actually the full amount that's really circulating right now. But I wouldn't say that I wouldn't count these as well, because the project technically holds them, but they are already moved to a specific purpose in there, and the project itself doesn't hold them anymore, technically speaking. Or I mean, technically speaking, the project still has access to them, but they're not like on the free will of the project. Maybe if that makes more sense. Okay, so I will just read the array from the cache, and basically all I need, I don't even need a function there, because I can do that just sequentially, and that would be PHP current Ownage whale. Okay, so I'll open the file, and then let's see what's in there. Yep. searching. Ah, okay. So take that away and back here. Okay. So there we have the array, and I only need the total in there. So from the cached array, so that's the counts. Yes, cached array, and we just need the total in there. Oops, that's one too many. Okay, so comment this stuff in here, and then I basically just need to subtract the circulating amount. That's like so that it's nicely readable. I'll do print R there. So the circulating is 1 minus the amount in the whale accounts. And we have the actual new circulating amount that's out there. The reason I need that is because I will get to try a new listing at some point of okay, take that away, because I will get a new listing attempt on CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap and some other platform. I sent a link to myself today. I found today, and for all of them you need to provide a circulating endpoint. So yeah. What's that? Cool. So nice that we fixed great. So that's the first thing. Then I'll go to the next one, and that will be fixing this part here. The thing is, yeah, let's work it from the outer to the inner. So I can close that stuff in there and close the footer. And we have here the Ownage in there. Let's put that to the side. Okay. A little bit smaller. I hope one can still read it on the record, yeah, later on. Okay, so to put them together, that requires a little bit of a trick, because if we take a look here, that's separated to the left, which holds these 3 elements, and then to the right only the liquidity pools. And to get that going, I will have to remove that there as well. So, details. and that's the ownage for the scavenger hunt. And for the misc part there. Cool. Now that's already in there. That's even smoother than I thought. Okay, and now let's see how that looks if the list is gone. Well, that still looks shitty. What if I reverse that? Do it the other way around. Just take a look. So. Okay, oh, by the way, let's play some music. What the fuck is your problem? Oh, okay. Just some instruments. Let's go with happy. Okay. Okay. So maybe also should resort that one here on top. Okay, so these two change now as well. And now I set that to 20. Okay. Let's see. Liquidity items. Let's remove the label. So now the label is gone. Then it's okay. How about we just set that here. And padding left, 0, padding top, 50. There we go. Why not use Flex? The main reason was because the elements are a little bit too different, and I started building that quite a while ago, and right now I'm just adjusting it. The Flex does make sense to use it. Yeah. Absolutely. But it's also that everything like sort of got built along the way, so I didn't knew it right up front what the best approach will be. And I feel like I think I'll delete them anyways. I think on this view and here I resurface them because then I need the space anyways. Okay, so back to the old stuff. Yeah, that too. Also, I'm like a super lazy bitch, and one of the things is that I do want to have like different approaches on the different viewports. So, for example, why are they gone there now? That's weird. Hey, Adi, how's it going? So why did I kill them there? 40. Yeah. So there, I want to get them back. Okay, and security, and via the Ownage scavenger hunt. Busy. Yeah, I'm fairly good. Especially now that I'm the new quotes queen. Everything is pretty great. Yeah. Sorry, but I just fixed it. Everything's good. And also the podog, as you can see, the whole thing that's stream number 39, and it's been quite some things that have been built already. There's the entrance section, the current status in there, the get a fraction, the playground, the ownage section in here, the relevant transactions, the shout out, the NFTs, the milestones and roadmap, and the DAO, and some subpages. So yeah, I'm basically now in let's finalize this and do it. If I would build it again, I would definitely use here Flexbox. I'm actually thinking about even like redoing this one here as well with oh, thanks, that's sweet, to do this here with Flexbox as well. But the big problem I have here is I need at least this amount of space to get these 3 tokens in here, because Balancer is the only one that has 3 tokens in there and not 2. So I would have to use still then Flexbox with some min width in there, and at some point it's just easier to have like a fixed amount and then go take it from there. So why is that now? It's kind of oh yeah. Yes. I don't think I need that anymore. Okay, now everything is there. So it's actually the other way around. We have the ownage of the whale, the misc, and the scavenger hunt. Misc, scavenger hunt. Left. Ta-da! Cool. So the only thing that the things that still needs to get done is the footer still needs some improvement, and also the final responsive styles for the phone, for example. There are already some in place, but especially the current status, that's like the biggest construction site still left in there. And then I still need to build these network specific subpages and the menu, and then I'm good to go. And yeah, so okay, cool. I fixed this stuff here, and I think for I'll just leave it like that. I mean, there will be different pools at some point anyways, and now it gets yeah, I already wrote some responsive styles already for let's see here. So from everything that's larger than 1000, like full HD, then everything scales anyways, like normally, and then there are breaking points for 1240 to 920, from 1280 to that 2024, and still for the phone, but the phone still needs some. Also, I feel like the entrance point, it just doesn't have that good twist in there. And I'm not yet 100% sure what's the problem in there. Yeah, I mean, here I will need to make the borders a little bit less, and yeah. Also, I don't have a good solution for the socials in there yet. Okay. Cool. Anyways. Okay, bye audience, thanks for stopping by. See you soon. Okay. So that's actually fine. So I've been thinking I could do two things today. One is rebuilding this. Oh, no, the hard pain. Oh yeah, it can be a pain in the ass. But I'll just build that whole thing for fun. So it sometimes has some masochistic approach tendencies to it, but I feel like it's getting somewhere, and I mean there should be some fun anyways in all of this. What do you do? What are your projects that you work on? Thanks. Yeah, it's not so. If you want to have like a quick outlook where the goal is, so once the website is done and there are still some things missing, like the mobile thing is missing and the menu is missing. Each network, there will be a network specific page in there, and right now there's just this overview in here and the work in progress kind of thing. But each network subpage should then also get like how many streams are there on this network, like a approach that's basically the overview, but only the network specific stuff in there, and like a list of all the dexes that are in there, and also the NFTs who are up for sale there. So in the future, that's one of the next things will be to get more into learning Solidity and NFT deployments. And the current idea is that these main NFTs, these 25 NFTs, they will be minted on each network, and the Fraction dashboard, which will then also come at some point. There you can lock and release these 25 NFTs. So if you bought one of them and you have NFT number 12 on GnosisChain, and you actually want to have it on Optimism, then you can place it in the contract via the dashboard and you get it on Optimism. So these ones should be fluid between the chains, but the same factory should then also mint 25 specific network specific NFTs, and the status for these NFTs should then be also only on that subpage in there. So the network specific subpages, they are like a huge chunk in there, and once that's in place and the NFTs are in place, then the dashboard gets built, which we are actually working on somewhat in the background, And there you should be able then to interact with the faucet in there, like only start faucet on that network, and that prepares the whole transaction for you. And you can also donate to the project if you want to support it, and also mint and lock and release the NFTs in there. And at some point also for the scavenger hunt, if you connect to the dashboard and you own one of these NFTs, you will get like an extra hint for the scavenger hunt or something like that. And once that's in place, the next thing will be to build a WebVR version of that whole website. And I already did that at some point for another project. So you can run virtual reality applications inside of the browser. And unfortunately, just took the other one offline, but there's this thing called A-Frame, and you can use that to have three-dimensional. It's like a game engine in the browser. That basically sums it up a little bit. And since I already built up here everything in the background that I allocate the informations and everything that is up here is kind of just an array that circles through or something, I can then generate all the virtual reality stuff as well. And so you should be able to then put on VR goggles and walk through the website. And I also already did that for VR Graz, but I took that part offline. I'm not sure if I have a video still of that. So it's not a concept, it's actually doable, and I did that a few years ago. So that will be then the next thing. So yeah, that's what I meant with we're getting somewhere, because the website itself is one part, building the other stuff around that is the other one. So yeah, so the whole thing will get a WebVR version. Man, it sucks that I don't have, wait. Hold on, give me a second. Because I think I posted something a while ago when it was still in development. Yeah, there it is. So, okay. So take this with a grain of salt in here, a bit bigger. So that was the VR Graz web page in there. And basically that's the website. You have the normal one. All the informations come from the content management system in there. And if you enter the WebVR version, then it queries the same database like the CMS does to build up this three-dimensional space. And down there you have the goggles icon. So if you click on that, then it turns into the VR mode, and then you're in the web page itself. Yeah, and as you can see, that's from 2019. So I guess in the past 5 years, quite some stuff happened on that front as well. So I'm curious to go back to that. And that's also, I already have some ideas how that looked like. I envision something like a very clean environment, but you get this Ironman head-up display, huge up thing that wherever you look at or you turn your head, then it sort of focuses it and then extracts the information, this detailed information. Then if you look away, then it collapses everything together. So a little bit like this stuff here. So you would look at the overview bar and then everything spreads out. And once you turn away, then it collapses back in again. Yeah, but that's for next year or for whenever I get to it. So there's no clear time limit on that front. Well, the good thing is right now what I'm telling you here is like a little bit abstract. Like I just told you in 15 minutes what I've been thinking about for a few months now, or whenever I get to it. So and also what you can see in here, if I would have explained that to someone without having this to show off, it would also take forever to do that. And the main idea to build that is to have these mechanisms in the blockchain space that I try to play with and to figure out how they work. How does the liquidity pools work? What's a DAO? How do you can you can do 10 episodes of TED Talk on this. I mean, as did you see the TED Talk from the guy called, I think his last name is Urban, about the master procrastinator? And he said he always wanted to have given a TED Talk. He doesn't want to do it, he just wants to have one done at some point. And I feel like I'm the same. It would be great to have a TED Talk at some point, but it's... Although I do apply for a speaker role this year, so maybe I get the chance to talk on stage about the whole thing. That's also one reason why I want to have the website into a public space. I like to have public at some point, so I can point people then towards that. So the ideas are ETH Tallinn and DAppCon in Berlin. Those are the first ones who I'm thinking about. But I haven't applied yet. So because I feel like I want to get the website out there, so if they are looking at the project, that they see, oh, okay, it's in a specific state that people can actually look around. Even though the ETH Tallinn is at end of April, so I'm very comfortable. I'm quite sure I can make it work, that everything is out there. But hopefully the website will be good in like a few weeks or so. What's your did you ever do anything with superfluid? Do you know how the streaming works? What do you mean less than 0.01 of all those things? What do you mean by that? Stop for the music. Well, I mean, I also didn't wake up and knew all of that stuff. So I'm just in a very unique position that I'm working in the field for quite a while, and I do stuff like that. I get paid to do stuff like that, and I just like building stuff. and there's so many things that I don't know about. For example, the whole blockchain part of that, deploying the super token in there, or now then redeploying the NFTs, for example. That's one of the big things for this year, is for me to learn Solidity and get more knowledge on how to deploy stuff, how the contracts need to get written in there. And it's a step-by-step thing, so you do learn along the way. Just come up with some stupid idea and then just learn step by step what you want. And if you don't know how to do it, you will find people who help you out. So for example, there's the Y page, which is still some small, because I also wrote like this page where I explained a little bit why I'm doing all of this and what's behind all of that. And even though I built the majority of the project, without these guys, I also wouldn't be able to do that. Like Didi, without him, the whole deployment wouldn't be, without Peter, who helped me with the blockchain interactions, and guys like Fran or Vicky from superfluid, that you always need to reach out to others if you don't know your stuff. So just step by step, then you can also build something along the way. Are you active in the crypto space? Okay, cool. Well, lucky me that you stumbled upon my stream then. Okay, so you're only programmer by hobby. That's like already great, right? You're doing something just for fun, just to learn it. That's awesome. What kind of thing do you want to program on? Like, do you want to do more like stuff on the front end, that you take something and make it look nice and shiny, or more like the processes in the background to provide some informations, or just say, yeah, turn red from blue, and that's basically it. About number 2, any timeline when it will be live. So the website itself is on fraction.fyi. So the project itself, it launched it launched about 1024 days ago. So the legacy website and everything, and also everything is online and already reachable. So if you want to check it out, just go to fraction.fyi and post the link here in the chat. You can go there, then you come to this splash page, and there you can reach the legacy web page, which is this one here. That's how the website looked when I launched it. And you can also go to the work in progress website. Then you come to the current one that you can see now here on stream. I anticipate to get rid of this splash screen and switch to this version in 1 or 2 weeks. last thing would be end of the month. So this has been dragging along for way too long, and I really want to get some stuff out there. And for example, I will probably kill this section here because it's too complicated right now to actually make this work, and it doesn't behave like I really want to do. So this one would take like probably another 2 weeks or so just to rebuild that, like bring it up to date, and then also make it work responsively, and to gather all the information that I want to put in there. So that's like way too much, so I will just probably kill that for the go live and then come back on future streams to improve that and get going to that. Also, quick side note, all the previous streams that I did, I uploaded them to YouTube, and I'll publish them like on a they are already on YouTube, just not all public, because I do need to write the these descriptions in there, which is takes quite some time to do that. But yeah, so all previous streams are then also available on YouTube. Just if you're curious how, for example, how this animation here got built, there's a complete separate stream just explaining how the animation, the SVG animation of this graphic works. And also I did rebuild that animation in After Effects, which is a separate stream, and also in Cinema 4D in the 3D program as well. So yeah, I think there's now number 15, but let me real quick. Yeah, as you can see, they are already up there, but I just didn't completely provide them in there. No idea about superfluid. So it's the superfluid protocol in there. That's superfluid.finance. And with superfluid, you can stream money on a per second basis. And Fraction is a superfluid super token that you can stream. So what you can do, awesome, thanks for the first subscription there. So what you can do is, so imagine I do a bank transfer, I will give you $100. Then I'll do a bank transfer and they're gone from my account and they're good on your account. Poof, gone, and something like that. With Superfluid, I can set up a stream of $1 per day, and it would gradually, every second, it would slowly drain my account and slowly fill up yours. And that's how you can, so for example, if I go to, then you can go to Finance, and do I have an active stream? Or? Yeah, so as you can see, we have here some active streams. And here, for example, you can see that there's Miva or DAI-X on GnosisChain streaming, and something on Optimism, and something on Polygon. And yeah, basically that's how you can stream assets via that. And for Fraction, you can either buy it on a DEX, or you use the faucet where you make a 0 transaction, and that opens up a superfluid stream into your account. So the good thing with superfluid is that you can automate quite a lot of stuff in there, and yeah, so every recurring payment you could do with superfluid as well, which is pretty awesome. Okay. So which programming language did you check out so far? What did you try? Cool, cool. Always happy to help. And if you have any questions, then feel free to ask them. Well, cool. That's already quite some things. I mean, for example, I know shit about C++, and for Python, I think I only interacted like with 3 scripts so far for the Raspberry, and that's basically it. So. But it seems like if you're C++, PHP, and Python, those are more like backend thingies. Well, CSS HTML2. Yeah, but I see myself like the same way. I do PHP, CSS, HTML. There's some JavaScript stuff going on. There's a lot of HTML, a lot of CSS, quite some animation parts with SVGs. I do 3D animations with Cinema 4D and After Effects. So I do know quite a lot, like spread it out, but really a master of anything also. But sometimes it's also good to be like more of this generalist, because it is then easier also to understand some mechanisms in there. So especially if you're in larger teams, then you do have experts like a lot that do only backend stuff. Some guys who only do front-end stuff. And if you have knowledge in both worlds, then you're a very, very valuable asset to the project or to the company, because you're in between those and you're like the mediator, and also you can streamline the processes in there. So it's good to be interested in a lot of stuff and to check them out and to play with them. For example, I hardly ever did stuff with SQL. I mean, just when I started working, but I try to avoid them at the most time. But the basic knowledge helped me quite often, and just recently for the Lens protocol, that was they got the reputation score out there, and I was able to query my current reputation score without needing someone else for it, which is actually kind of cool. Also, if you know the Lens, do you know Lens protocol? You know this? See how we can split it up at some point later on. Yeah, that doesn't exist yet. So intro in here, we have that. Yeah, I think I'll go with that. So GnosisChain, we duplicate that Polygon. Last page, and we minted that one on 2021. Hey, where do you live? Where are you from? Wow, that's quite a while. But you do have like this, isn't there the right to be happy or something like that? Or like the happiness index, something from Bhutan? I feel like. Okay, so the lens protocol, it's this one here. So it's a social network in the Web3 space, and the good thing is that you take your audience to each platform. So, for example, if you there's Hey, which is more like this Facebook/Twitter thingy, and you have like this post you can retweet, you can like, you have like comments down there below. And if you go to tape, for example, you have Hey you FractionToken. So for example, the Fraction token has 390 followers on Lens, on Hey. But if I go to the YouTube version of that's tape, XYZ. If I go there and I'll check out the Fraction token. Oops. Then you can see I have the same followers here, and if I post a video on tape, then it automatically people on Hey reads it, or if they use Orb on the phone or something else. So that's great that it's interconnected, and you can also charge people for claiming your token or your post and stuff like that. That's quite cool in there. Yeah, you should definitely check it out. It's currently, you need to get whitelisted there, but it's just, it won't take long until it gets open to everyone. But if you do have your address or so, you can just send it to me and I'll put you on the whitelist there so you can mint it. Ah, no worries. I'm myself the biggest distraction. Yeah, the Sentinel is running. That's also the same. And we have the major liquidity pools. Take a look at those. Just this one. First one is a fraction meter. The second one is fraction. ones that there. Okay. But maybe I should bring these up to date as well, because that's the state balancer. So that's the first one. 95C. That's this one here. That's the fraction Mila. Take a look. Keep that. launch date. Oh no, you didn't waste any of the time. I'm super happy to talk to anyone who's interested in that, and if I can help you in some way, feel free to ask. Cool, yeah. Looking forward to see you more often on the stream. And if you stumble upon anything cool, let me know. And all the best from Europe. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Okay. So let's get that. Here. And that should be Polygon. That's Matic. Stays the same. That's all the same. Same. These are the ones that we need. That stuff, I can delete this stuff here, the rest is normal. new file, and that's the ink. Here and that's the part. It. Okay. We can load it. So, and then cool. So let's take a look at if that's Polygon. Just the graphics still missing. FractionToken Polygon animate. Let's take a look at the colors. Okay, so I did not separate it, just so I could easily Okay. This one here. Now. Ta-da! It's good. Select Polygon. Come. As far as I know. Let's take a look. Nope. This is Polygon network technology. We unlocked ancient technology. Cool. What's Polygon 2.0? Cool. But what's the main? Okay. Hold on. Okay, cool. That's good. Okay. Then I think we can duplicate that to that would be an Optimism. Then the last one. 22 June 2023. Yep. Come on. I mean, actually, the launch date. Yeah, I'll leave it in there. But that's ETH. Optimism, that's the same. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, cool. Then we go here and take a look on Optimism. So the first DEX was actually Sushi. Sushi swap, but the highest liquidity is not on the balancer. That's this one here, and there's that. And that's fraction ETH. Optimism 5x0 sushi swap. Cool. That makes it also. Okay. Mosquitoes. Okay, just letting artist run in the background is should What's the second one there? That looks better, I would say. Okay. 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 Security. I think since we only have there one, should same one here. Okay, go. Okay. Good. Then also duplicate that one for this one. Okay. This one, this one, two. Okay. Duplicate Avalanche. Cool. Cool. That's also in place. For Avalanche, it's I think also the same. Yeah, the first one was on sushi. And now it's also balancer. Start. That's the major liquidity pool. Bucks. Okay. Okay. That's good. That's good. That's good. That all doesn't matter. Okay. That's good. Then we have this for console for B. Okay. Let's take this. Okay, swap. Until we launch it there. Balance it. Avalanche, I still need to fill text. So, let's first thing. network. Arbitrum. Arbitrum. That's the liquidity pools, the pick. That's all good, all good, all good, all good. The Arbitrum. Console. That's good. Arbiscan.io and for Arbitrum. Okay. Cool. Then Optimism. Avalanche. Cool. Then here the access. Ah, okay, yeah, that's fine. So if there's anything wrong, redirect to the start page, and that would be this one. Although might be better. That's better. Cool. So we have BNB, Avalanche, Arbitrum, Polygon, Optimism. Cool. And that means so the stroke is completely black. Just out of pure interest. Nope. That's a good. Well, we'll have a look at it. Cool. Well, great. So I did prepare some of the subpages in there, which is fine. Let's see, Polygon. Of course. Okay. Cool. Okay. Polygon. These two, no. GnosisChain. This one. So. Okay. Well, that doesn't look so bad. Okay. Take a break now. Hours. Okay. Yeah. So I think next time I will actually really do the network overview on the phones. Because once that's in place, then actually pretty good, and the footer. Those two things will happen in the next stream. And then basically should be, yeah, and then also the responsive style for the subpages, but those are pretty straightforward. So that shouldn't be a big problem, but then I feel like it could take a while. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Anyways, thanks again, the podog, for joining in. Also, Audi for stopping by. And until next time.